Hello and welcome to today's joining video. Today I'm going to show you how to use the join as you go method. It works really well for classic granny squares like this one, but it also works fine for other kind of squares. Whenever you have a cluster and a chain space on your last round, this method can be applied. So these rounds are a little bit different. I don't have any chain spaces up here, but because we have the space between the clusters, this method can be used as well. And on this one I have double crochets and treble crochets, but that doesn't really matter. You can use it anyway. But again, it does really work very well with classic granny squares. I also have another set of squares here where I have used the join as you go method, even though these are, again, not totally classic granny squares. These are not clusters of double crochets, but some cluster stitches. But it works really well. So let me show you how to do it. So the join as you go method simply just means that on your last round, when you're building that, you're going to connect it to one of your other squares. So I have a granny square here. It has 4 rounds. I have 2 chains in the corners and 1 chain between my clusters, and this one is done. I want 4 rounds for each square. So for this blue one, I am on my 4th round. I started down here and I build my way up here. And now I want to connect this side to this side of this square. So I build my first cluster in this corner, and I am going to start joining to the other square. So instead of chaining 2, I'm only going to chain 1 in this corner. I'm going to pull up the loop. I'm going to find the corresponding corner over here. I'm going to insert my hook like that, grab the loop and pull it through the corner and chain 1. So now we are attached in the corner and we have 2 chains. I'm going to yarn over and go back into the corner of the blue square and put in my 3 double crochets as I would normally do. And then normally I would chain 1 to get over here now, but instead of doing that, I'm going to pull up a loop and I'm going to find the corresponding chain space over here. So it's this one. Insert my hook, grab that loop, pull it through and chain 1. And then I'm going to yarn over and go back into my blue chain space and add my 3 double crochets, 2 and 3, pull up the loop, find the chain space over here, come in, grab the loop, pull it through and chain 1. I'm just going to do that one more time and then we can do the corner. So 1 and 2 and 3, pull up loop, find the chain space, go in and slip stitch. And now I'm in the corner. I'm going to add my 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to go into the corner, grab the loop and chain 1, yarn over and back into the corner, and then I'm just going to continue working on this last side. I will do that and then I will show you how we join a 3rd and a 4th square using this method. So we have the 2 first squares joined neatly over here. As you can see, it's just kind of woven in together as we did the last round. And I want to attach another blue one, and you can attach it anywhere you want, depending on what kind of pattern you're going for. So I think I will attach mine down here. I'm just going to show you real quick the beginning one more time, and then we can do the corner over here. So I already did the beginning of my corner, chaining one, pulling up a loop, going into the corner on the pink one, pulling the loop through, and chain one, and then back into the corner. So as you can see, I am now up at the corner, and I did the cluster. And for this one, I think I will use the blue corner instead of just going into the pink one, because then it gives me a little more of a secure joining. So I am going to chain one, pull up my loop, find the blue corner over here, grab that loop and come up and do one chain, yarn over and go back into the blue corner. And then I can just finish this last side of my granny square. So I'm attaching this pink square. I started down here and worked on one side, and then I attached to the blue one up here. And then I am at the corner, and I am going to chain one. And then you can either go and join in the blue corner on the opposite side, so this corner over here, or you can go all the way up to the pink corner if you want to make sure you have a really sturdy joining. You might need to chain an extra to get there, but it depends a little bit on your preferences. I'm just going to have this one, and then I'm going back into my corner. Let me just finish this one and we can have a look at that. So this one is not connected to any of the blue ones in the corner, but again, if you prefer not to have that long joining across here in the middle, you can attach to either the blue corner over here or the blue one over here. That is really up to you. That is what you can do whatever you prefer. And then I'm just going to finish all the way down here. I'm just going to do that, and we can have a quick look at the done joining. So I attached the pink square all the way, and of course remembered to join to the corner down here. As you can see, this is what the joining looks like. I think this is by far the easiest way to join classic granny squares. And if you use the same color throughout all your rounds, it will give you very few ends to weave in. You don't have to have all your squares ready at once. You can join them as you go, just add them wherever you like them, which also means you don't end up with a lot of squares that you need to join at the end, which can be a little bit tough to get started on. So you can really just, well, that's why it's called the join as you go method. Again, I could join my next square up here and then one down here if I wanted to. It doesn't really matter. And I think the joining is fine. I don't really mind that you can see a little bit of a joining here. I think it looks just great. You can, of course, also use a contrast color. So for your fourth round, you could do a color change to, let's say, white, and then do all of your last rounds in white. So that is like pretty much what I have done for this one. So all of the squares will be giving a white border kind of thing, and then joined on these sides. So this is the join as you go method. I think it's a great method, and I hope you enjoy it. See you in the next video. Have a great day.